Greetings and salutations, random people who don't watch my videos. So alone, so alone. Speaking of so alone, or not so alone, Zephyr has a rework, tra la 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 la. Honestly though, it pains me to say this because her rework is great. Basically her 1 and her 2, or what were her 1 and her 2, are now her 1. They're affected by ability duration, and which is weird. The more duration you have, the longer you fly, not range, the further you fly. And her 2 is a knockback, or make tornadoes bigger. Bit weird if you ask me. Although, on the plus side, she is now queen, and I do mean this literally, she is queen of planes. Like, seriously, the way in which she can move around, the height she can reach, just her general being on planes is something to actually be feared. You can zip around, you can literally screw over camps really, really quick. If you watched my intro piece, that was literally just, yeah, goodbye camp. She's really powerful in the planes, except against Eidolons, because that's like a new thing altogether. You don't want to take Zephyr for Eidolons, but her turbulence hasn't been touched. The way in which her tornadoes work has been changed slightly. They deal a little bit more damage. The damage is no longer on a tier system depending on what damage overwrites what. It's now more on, if you put more damage of this type into it, it will then do that damage. Kind of makes sense, but it's also kind of annoying. I always try and use my damage type that I have on tornadoes rather tactically, but now other people can just sit there and go, you're going to do loads of cold damage, or other random things. It's kind of annoying. If you hit the tornadoes with your 2, you make them bigger. This honestly doesn't seem to do much, if anything at all. But you can control them by using your right click. Just aim somewhere using right click, and that's where the tornadoes go. I've also played around with a variety of different builds. The problem here is, although you can build her to do some pretty hefty damage and also a bit of CC, and you have a lot more build options there. The problem is she is still really, really squishy, and I always just found myself going back to the safe zone of turbulence with a good bit of power strength, immortal, well not really immortal, but prevents you getting hit by projectiles. So all you've really got to worry about is those pesky melee bastards, and away you go! Huzzah! Along with the fact that this build gives you a lot of duration, which is useful for your 1 ability. It gives you some pretty good power strength, which is useful for your 2, your 3, and your 4. The only thing it really decreases, really, is efficiency and range, but, you know, Zenuric, there's that. And range, at the moment, Zephyr doesn't really have too much use for range. So I kind of fail to see how this build is a problem. Now, at high levels, including using things like Arc Plasma, your capability to damage things is strictly put to weapons. Don't be relying on the old nados for damage, but the nados do make things, you know, piss off pretty darn quick, so there is that. So CC options and survivability options, it's all there. The build I'm still using is Prime Continuity, Narrow-Minded, Cunning Drift to try and get up that bloody range, Streamline, Primed Vigor, Vitality, Jetstream, Blind Rage, and Primed Flow. Using Rejuvenation as an aura because she is still quite squishy, so that does help me stay alive. Anyway, that's me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you pretty darn soon. Ta-ra!